seen the wolf before, and I know what you did. You were out there when it came down the path. You never made it back home. Speaking of home, where are you from? Why on earth are you walking about the woods by yourself when the wolves come across you?
I'm Ruby Verdi, and I'm from the village at the bottom of the hill. I was headed to my grandmother's house to bring her some treats.
All by yourself? Alone in the woods?
I've done it before, and besides, Brady's house is just a little further down the way. Curious, actually. I must have passed this cottage many times before, yet I don't remember it at all.
That's because you're right beside the base of a giant oak tree. This way I can keep an eye on the creatures before, instead of them keeping an eye on me. That's also how I tell you walking down the path with me, you might need place to hide.
There's really a wolf about. I mean, the wolf. I heard the rumors earlier. I just assumed they weren't true.
I can neither say that he's about, nor deny his presence in the woods right now. But I can tell you that he's been in the woods before.
He has? Have you seen him?
Like I said, I'm a hunter. It's my job to hunt the dangerous animals in the forest like the wolf.
Oh.
So yes, I have had it.
So, what is he like?
Well, he's certainly big and bad. But above all, he's greedy. Nothing is ever enough for the wolf.
What do you mean?
He's never full. Whatever comes in his path, he'll devour it. When he has his heart set on a meal, he'll stop at nothing until he has it.
But when you met him, how did you manage to get away? The hitch sure doesn't look as though you were eating.
That's because I wasn't eating. Both times I ran into the wolf was just after mealtime, and he was much too full to fight. One time I tried to capture him, but I knew, even in his foggy state, that he would gobble me up. The best I could do was scratch his snout and rumble like he was suspected by the wound.
But why didn't he eat you? Was he no longer hungry?
Oh no. The wolf is always hungry. The wolf's boundless greediness will makes him dangerous. This also makes him vulnerable. It is hate to devour his next meal. He swallows his food whole.
My mother always says to eat small bites. Otherwise you can get indigestion. I imagine he must get some pretty awful stomach aches.
Oh, he does. Sometimes I can hear him moaning and groaning in the forest because he had far too much for lunch. He becomes sick and slow after eating a large meal. And not only that, but because the wolf swallows his food whole, sometimes he doesn't make it out alive.
How?
Apparently, one of the wolf's victims, a small boy, managed to crawl right out of the wolf's mouth while he was sleeping. The wolf didn't even notice until the next morning when he woke with a small shoe in his mouth.
So he got away, safe and sound?
It was a true miracle, and a very brave young boy. Wolf clear! Well, it looks as though it was a false alarm. Probably just your craft health from afraid of the lookout. Nothing to worry about.
Well, if that's the case, I really should be going. I've got to make it to my grandmother's house before dark.
Hold on. Here you go. Take these.
Will I need a knife?
It's better be safe rather than sorry than the wolf needs you. This is no ordinary knife. It's a knife which helped me escape from the wolf. Hopefully, if the time comes, I'll give you the same thing.
And what about this?
That's a whistle. If you're in the forest and you're ever in need of help, call me with this.
Thank you for these very generous gifts, Mr. Hunter. I only hope I won't have to use them.
Neither do I, Ruby. Good luck on the rest of your journey. Watch out for the wolf.
I will, and thanks again, Mr. Hunter. But just one more question before I go. Don't you ever get lonely up in these woods all by yourself all the time?
Well, now that you mention it, I do. But that's the job of the hunter, to fight and protect alone.
Maybe I'll say hello on my way back, Mr. Hunter. But if I don't get the chance, I sure hope we meet again sometime.
I can't believe you'd do this to me. Just this morning I told you to forget about your silly adventure delusions, and now you call out the entire village to save them from a wolf that is apparently invisible?
The wolf's not invisible. He just ran away or something. I swear, I saw him right over there staring through the bushes. It was right after the silver red cape came by.
I see what this is really about. You're trying to impress a girl.
That's not what I do.
I can't believe you sacrificed the dignity of our family name just to show off your power and heroism. I told you daydreaming would do no good, and now look where you've ended up.
Father, I thought you disgraced our family name. I mean, our family is bakers after all.
What's wrong with baking? It's a noble profession and an honorable one. No adventure nonsense, just practicality. Everyone needs to eat, you know.
Yes, Father, I do know, but I wasn't lying about the wolf.
Enough! If I have to come up and get here again, and there's no wolf, I will be very disappointed.
Papa.
So don't call wolf again.
I brought you some treats.
What are you waiting for? Careful, darling. You might break me. You can continue to hug me if that's safe for Archie and that present.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'm happy to see you. I had quite a strange journey here.
What happened, my dear?
Well, I met a talking flower, then a couple of very ridiculous pigs, and one very nice pig, all of which were building houses. And then I came across a young boy who talked in the street, although I couldn't understand a word they were saying. And then someone cried, "Wolf, wolf!" And our hunter led me to his treehouse. He gave me a knife and a whistle as presents, and then I made my way here, and well, that's the story so far.
You serious? That's quite a story. So much today, I stood up close to the window and watched it slowly milk. I think it's right to need some water, dear. Could you give me a little drink? Instead of washing up hands, I barely did anything but sit here and think. I even wrote a poem because I was so bold. Would you like to hear it?
That would be lovely, Granny.
Here it is. It's called That Flower. It's in the windowsill. That flower. I think it's may die.
Well, that was quite lovely, Granny.
You know, now that I say it out loud, it has the same effect that it had in my head. But now, my doll, let's see what you brought me.
Well, we have a loaf of bread, a few red apples, some cakes, and some wine. Will that suffice?
Of course, my dear. That sounds wonderful. Now, it's very late, and I can only imagine your mother would want you home as soon as possible.
It's all right. I can stay with you for a while and then just hurry home. That way I won't be too late.
I appreciate that, dear. I know your mother, and the woods aren't the same after the sun goes down. The shadow of night gives the dangerous beasts of the forest a cloak of darkness to hide behind.
The beasts of the forest wear cloaks.
Oh, no, my dear. I'm sure that would be fortunate. What I mean to say is that there is no time for someone to be alone in the woods. Especially a young girl whose mother is waiting for her to get home. Now, shoot.
Right, I probably should be going. Well, goodbye, Granny. I'll see you soon.
Goodbye, my dear. Have a safe journey. And please be careful out there. Stay far away from that wall.
It's nice to see you again. Something the matter?
Nothing much. Just never mind.
What is it? Can I help?
Doubtful. He's really made a mess of things this time.
What did you say?
Well, nothing important. It's just I thought I saw the wolf, so I called one to town. And when he got here, it was gone. And now they're all upset with me, especially my father.
I'm sure it'll be all right. It's not a fair one. It takes me. After all, we're surrounded by forests. Any number of creatures could pop in and out at any time.
That's just it. Well, I'm not quite sure. But I could have sworn I saw this glowing eye staring at the forest right over there. And there was something both terrifying and familiar about them. Earlier, he was feeling about the possibility of an adventure and excitement. And now, faced with that same possibility, you're completely terrified. Quite terrified! And the excitement and nature aren't even real. You know what? That what you thought was a wolf. It was just a figment of your imagination. Just a figment!
What was that?
I don't know, some sort of wild animal?
Perhaps. Or
The wolf! What do we do? Should you call for help? If they're gone, they were only up here a little bit ago. So? We should come up here and find nothing.
isn't that better than coming up here to find us being eaten?
No, okay, I'll do it. But we better hope it's the wolf, otherwise I'm in big trouble.
I feel like we'd be in less trouble were that horrendous sound not coming from the wolf.
Oh, please be quiet. Wolf, wolf, the wolf here!
often.
Well, fortunately for you, I don't often listen to pigs. Except perhaps when they squeal as I get closer and closer to eating them.
Fine then. Blow down my house.
As you wish.
Oh, did I forget to mention? My house is a registered storm shelter, so unless you're a tornado, you've got no chance of knocking this thing down.
Registered storm shelter?
Well, not technically registered yet, but as soon as they get me back the paperwork, it'll be good to go.
Well, I may not be able to knock your silly house down, but I know that you're going to have to eat. And as soon as you leave to satisfy your hunger, I'll let you satisfy mine.
Fine. Let the battle of the wills begin.
I came back myself this time to avoid further embarrassment. And it looks like I made the right choice.
But the wolf was here, I swear. We heard him in the forest right over there.
Sure you heard him, just like you saw him the last time.
But
Lies and foolish dreams. That's all that ever comes out of your mouth. All you ever talk about is doing something great, when all you should be worrying about is being a regular villager and doing a regular job. You're a shepherd, not some great hero.
I'm not trying to be a hero.
Not trying to be a hero? That's all you ever talk about. How you're going to storm the castle or save damsel in distress? And how would you know if what you saw was actually the wolf and not some poor bunny rabbit poking his head out from the bushes?
I just knew it. Glowing eyes and a piercing howl.
Enough! I told you last time that if I stormed here again with no wolf, I'd be upset. Well, now I am. Get your head out of the clouds, boy. Get your head out of the clouds and your feet planted firmly on the ground. The wolf hasn't been around here in over 10 years. He hasn't been, and he won't be. You took this job for the adventure, but now you have to face it that you're a shepherd, and that's probably all you'll ever be. Not a warrior, not a hunter, not a soldier, and not a hero. Just some shepherd with some sheep. Don't try wolf again. I doubt you'll find any help.
You all right? I don't know. Don't listen to your father. I think you're pretty brave being out here all day by yourself, watching out for the village.
But what if I did imagine it? What if I want to adventure so badly that I'll make it up? What if I am a coward? When I close my eyes, picture things on a road.
Are you going to come with me?
Yes.
Well, then that answers the other question.
What do you mean?
You're not a coward. Either that or you truly believe what you saw and heard was just a bunny rabbit. If so, you've no reason to be frightened.
How can you tell I'm not a coward?
Well, you are a coward. Certainly the worst one I've ever met. Now, come on. Let's go have you back there.
Stay right there. I'll be back soon.
Of course he will. His two young children will surely defeat the big bad wolf.
No. I wouldn't like to survive a while. In the absence of our rather foolish leader and with nothing better to do, I suggest we take a nap.
Seconded.
Third.
I don't know. Give me a moment. Are you going to scream?
What was that all about?
Sorry, I had an idea about how to help Black and White. I guess I'll go over to a second.
Black and white?
Oh, Black and White, the pig. That's his house over there, and I'm assuming the squeal we heard earlier belongs to him.
How do you know he wasn't already?
Well, I would assume that if the wolf already ate Black and White, you have no reason to stare up at the door.
So, how do we save Black and white?
Sweeten the pot.
Sweet?
We tell him he can eat us too.
What?
And then we trap him.
We're gonna let him eat us? He's actually to the side of a coward.
We're not going to actually let him eat us. And yes, he's a coward. Just have to figure out how to trap him.
In a pot. Pot. We could try trapping in a pot. Do you think Black and White would have another large pot?
Of course he does. It would be foolish not to. How else could one make a giant bowl of soup?
Fair point. So, how do we trap him in a pot?
Well, first we have to get inside the house.
Inside? Past the wolf? How? He's guarding the door.
Well, we can't sneak in through the door. Ready for a little climb? How did you two just get in here? Oh, the chimney. And good day, Mr. Wolf. It's so nice to see you again. Also, your house turned out quite well. Have you had it registered yet?
Not quite yet, Miss Ruby, but I'm working on it.
And I'm also glad to see you. But I have to ask, why did you just come down my chimney? Well, I'm afraid you know this, sir, but I have to see a rather large wolf.
We thought it'd be better we didn't disturb him. He's an awful big wolf, and he doesn't look particularly happy.
No, I'd imagine he's not. He wants to eat me, but unfortunately for him, I don't want to be eaten. Which leaves him out there huffing and puffing while I'm stuck in here. Which brings me back to my original point. Why are you two here?
To sweeten the pot.
Come again? We're here to help you trap the wolf. Unfortunately, the wolf we told earlier didn't exactly believe that he could. So we couldn't help you ourselves. We thought we're very kind to you, but now there's 3 of us in here. Stuck. Do you have a plan?
To sweeten the pot.
Is he crazy? No, that's just our plan. We're here to help you sweeten the pot for the wolf. But first things first. Do you happen to have a rather large pot? Oh, Mr. Wolf! Yes? It's me, Ruby.
I'm sorry, Ruby. Is this the pig?
No, I'm the pig. There's more than one pig in there?
Actually, there's exactly one pig.
That another one? Oh no, he was right. There was only one pig in here, and that wasn't him. I'm sorry. I don't know if I understand what's going on. Oh well, I'm not a pig. I'm just a girl.
And I'm not a pig. I'm just a boy. I tend to the sheep upon the hill.
Oh, I see. How come you're in there with the pig? Have you been in there the whole time? Oh no, we only recently came in to pay our dear friend Black and White a little visit. But how did you get in? I've been out here the whole time.
We just went to the chimney.
The chimney! Wait a moment, Wolf.
Not so fast.
If you try and rush down that chimney, you're leaving the door unlocked, which gives us you catch us, it is only fair that you eat us, but leave the ones who got away alone.
All right, sounds like a good plan to me. Nice and challenging, with fun prize at the end. Ready or not, here I come. I hope you started running, because I love a little. Didn't see that one.
Where exactly are we taking him? To the village. That way the villagers can help take care of the wolf, and it just feels right. All right then, to the village we go.
You know, I was a little nervous at first. I didn't think it was kind of going to work. And then a big fat wolf would gobble us up. And then they'd go amongst my sheep a little bit. And I would get an endless amount of trouble.
You would also be inside a wolf's stomach, which I can't imagine is very comfortable.
That's where my brothers are now. I don't know if they're okay or...
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Pig. We'll help them find a way out. Perhaps a hunter can help us. There's no way to raise, so maybe we can bring the wolf there and head towards the village.
That's a good idea, Ruby. If anyone can help us with the wolf, surely they'll help us. I figured out why something got so much clever.
The wolf escaped? Where do you think he could have gone? He can't have gone back to my house. I'm no longer there to eat. Brave.
Don't you touch my sheep! Why not? They look absolutely strong. Because they're my sheep and it's my job to protect them. They're mine, you. It's not fair to eat them. So move unless you want to become my third appetizer of the day. Wolf, wolf, the wolf is here!
Are you all right?
I'll be okay. I went down to the village and get help. You go save your grandmother.
Are you sure you'll be all right?
Okay,
Thank you. I suppose so, but why? Why didn't you see me then?
Well, my dear, I told you then that you look sweet. You're always going to be my dessert. Best for last and all that. I was just waiting until later, and now it's later.
Where's Granny?
I'm here, Don't worry, I'm all right.
You ate my grandma!
Swallow her whole.
You vicious little beast! How would you do a thing like that? She's my grandmother! You know, you're a cruel, mean creature with no heart and... You know you're going to regret this in a short while, Mr. Wolf. My mother always says the
Back to business. We know you can't go very far. You know you can't go very far. So release our friends before we have to take drastic action.
What sort of drastic action? You can't hurt me. If you do, you may also harm your friends.
Oh, listen. They're not my friends. No, I better be going. I don't really want to get in the middle of this.
Who was that?
Just someone I found wandering the town. Apparently her children were driving her crazy. She was the only person willing to come.
How do we stop him from hurting them?
Well, it would be better to get them out first. But that doesn't really...
That's it. Ruby, you still have that gift I gave you?
Oh, yes. It's right here. Got it in my hand.
Well, now may be the time to use it. You think you can?
Sure. Should I just cut us out of his stomach then? What? You're going to do what? I'm going to cut us out of here. You won't let us out, so I figure we must get out somehow. You feel this? Ah! It was a very thoughtful present from the hunter. Apparently you've already felt its effects before. You know what? I think this food is starting to taste a little sour. So, if you just give me a minute, I think that maybe you'll...
I'll be watching you, Wolf. And if you even think about running away, or hopping away, as it may be, I'll make sure you're hurt somewhere that won't hurt your passengers.
Oh, my son. I thought you might have been eaten by the wolf. When that fool came down to the village, blabbering some nonsense about a wolf, I realized you had been telling the truth the entire time. I'm dearly sorry, son.
It's all right, Father. I understand.
But you shouldn't understand. I don't know what I was thinking. Perhaps the son was sitting up here all alone.
I beg your pardon.
With the wolf around. I'm truly sorry, son. You are brave, and you are a hero.
We made it out all right.